wrapped for practically a month or so. Also, just getting over a cold too. Yeah, that's now turned into allergies. Um, I gotta be fairly quiet, cause people are in bed and all that. But yeah, that's no biggie. Let's see. Okay, everything's good. And closer to. Sure, we're not closer. Um, yeah. So, sure, because I can see the TV glow, so might as well just shut it off. But hi. Um, this is a little different than what we're used to and how we talk to each other. You normally see this background when, well, I'm gonna just be blunt with it, when it's cryptid time. Um, I got news on that. Don't worry, it's good news. Y'all will love it. But I'm trying to figure out if I should tell this or not. Kids been dealing with this, like with this idea for a while, so I'm trying to figure out if I should tell it, because it's gonna happen. I'm gonna make sure of that. That it does happen. Also, this is one of the very few times y'all will actually get to see my practically piercing black eyes. I wouldn't even call them black. It's more like a dark, dark, dark brown. Because in person, I don't look people in the eyes, and well, most of the time you see this, it's down like this. Yes, because I'm looking down to read, obviously, and obviously there's no really big photos, so I'm not like up like this. Granted, I can't even read like that anyhow. Terrible ADHD, unmedicated ADHD. But anyways, that's enough about me. Also, if you catch me looking down, it's because Spirit's right here, and then Snow White's behind him over there. But anyways, um, you know what? Yeah, I'll tell it, but I want to tell Cryptid Time first. Um, I decided without really y'all to decide, because well, obviously haven't been getting anywhere with that. But yeah, yeah. Um, I decided on a winner. Let me stand. Ooh, don't fall. Whoops. I'm gonna stand up and leave frame. Um, but I got the winner here. It's Chippy American Monsters. And obviously, my choice, which was kind of unfortunate, I didn't want to choose. I would rather have some. Try and get myself in frame. This book. This is the one. So here, oh, sneak peek. Ooh, echo. Anyways, let me put this back. Try not to bump y'all. And bump y'all. Of course I did. Because I'm smart like that. Also, Winters is going through shed. Hasn't shed yet. I don't know when he's gonna shed. How it seemed like he should be shedding, and obviously y'all know Ash ate. Also ate a few days ago too. I'm so sorry if I'm sniffling. Like I said, allergies. Yeah, sure. Put it like this. But yeah, that's gonna be the next Cryptid Time book. Um, it's obviously American monsters. So, well, I wouldn't call cryptids monsters. They're not monsters. Well, actually, some of them are. Um, but anyways, here's the thing. Here in the United States, how we we like everything to revolve around the United States of America, obviously, because Americans, which technically if you're Canadian, Mexican, um, Argentinian, Costa Rican, you're an American, because North America, South America, Central America, it has America in the name, so you're an American. So I can't stand my country sometimes, but trying to find books on cryptids of like the UK, Australia, Germany, stuff like that, because they have some awesome cryptids. And actually, technically ghosts too, because wouldn't the Black Shuck. Is it Shuck or Shook? It's SHUCK. So Black Shuck. Obviously, that ghost dog, whatever, demon dog, mythological dog. That's an obviously something I want to talk about too, because that's what. But you can't find it in books. So I'll need a screen recorder to obviously find. But this will be good to find like photos and all of that of the creature, and then what I want to start doing too is writing. Well, like writing a script that I can read of like a description and where the creatures are found. So when I do like German or Australian, British, stuff like that, Irish, Scottish, Russian is there's some ghosts and witches and stuff like that from those areas that I've been eyeing up for years that I want to do because they're obviously awesome. Japan is another one with their urban legends and cryptids and stuff like that. Shoot, I could do a bunch of videos on their animals. Idea. Anyways, um, so after this book, hopefully I'll have a good screen recorder that lasts or good stuff to obviously make these better and all of that. Because this book's bigger than the other book, and it took me a year for this book to finish the book we just finished. So this book is obviously gonna be a little longer. With how big it is, it's double. So I'm gonna double the time and say 3 to 4 years. We'll have it finished. Cause I'm gonna skip the ones we've already done, obviously. So Bigfoot, no. Michigan Dogman, no. But the rest, well, obviously I'm gonna skip some others that we've not heard of or whatever. Just the more interesting ones for right now, and then I'll come back to them. Same goes for that one. But anyways, like I said, I'll skip around some, so you're gonna have to still cut some time off of that. But even still, with skipping this stuff, like large portions in this book, still took me like a year or so, a few months. But for like a week in August, I'm going back to Utah for a stupid wedding, but it's more to see my nieces and all that, Might as well. So, there may be videos of hiking in Utah. Like I said, maybe, may not be, I don't know. It most likely there won't. Maybe there'll be fishing videos, but like I said, most likely there won't because I won't remember. But after that week, I'm gonna just say screw it because I've completely forgotten about finding a screen recorder, and just um uh, this is like the third one I've gone through, so I'm just gonna say screw it. If I find one that seems interesting to me, I'll download it, but or I might come back to some of the ones we've already done, see if they're working better now, but no telling. But anyways, now the big news that hopefully I can get done. Obviously, I'm a YouTuber with 54 subscribers. To me, that's a lot of people. And I'll explain why. Because in YouTube, that's technically a small, like smaller than small thing, like YouTube channel. But with my shirts and all of that, there's I I, I can get like hundreds of views easily. But I'm not gonna change from doing these larger videos because that's what gets you out into the algorithm is these 10-minute videos and all of that. But because I have 54 subscribers, that's 54 different people who know, who most likely know, who individually know 54 different people. Well, not individually, but like all together know another 54 different people. That's 108, I believe. And then you keep going down the line. They know people that know people that know people that know people. Meaning, with this project, if everybody shares this project once it's out, close to 1,000 people or even more will hopefully have seen this film that I'm want to work on. Obviously, it's gonna be just a day project because obviously got no budget. So that's the problem there. It's not gonna be a blockbuster film. It's not gonna have the same quality as like some of these other horror films, but it's a found footage. So obviously, it, all of y'all know I like horror, and as I already said, or as you already could have guessed, I want to make a short film. I say maybe about like a 10-ish to 20-ish minute video. That's how long short films are, or 30 minutes technically. But and they're low budgets too. But if you go into okay, for a second I thought there was something on my hand. It's just the lighting. But anyways, if you go into YouTube, so if you come onto here, obviously that you're watching this video on, and you look up certain short films, like many of these, like it doesn't have to be like Omleto or however you pronounce that one, Omleto, however you pronounce it, or some of these other big budget short films. Some of these people like have a small budget, barely any subscribers, and they make these cool films to enjoy. And obviously, I'm not gonna tell you some of the things I want to do. But one shot, obviously, I have to check whether stuff like that. And obviously, where I'm gonna be recording, it's my backyard, so yippee, if that makes sense. Because I got to deal with dogs barking, people playing. Obviously, if I'll just say there may be a gun involved, but like no recording of the gun involved, if that makes sense. Because I want it for you want to use it for a jump scare, as well as it's my hunting gun. I haven't used it at all. I've only shot one round or one round through it. But sorry. Ooh, choked on my saliva. But sometime in October, I want to take this day off, take a day off and do it. And obviously, because I don't know how to record and all of that, here I'll show you what I'm gonna do. Because how I'm recording obviously is on my phone camera roll, but there's this button right. What I just did now was paused it and then unpaused it. That's what I want to do, which is why I say it's gonna take a long time, obviously, because I'm super nitpicky, and obviously I'm gonna write a script once it gets closer. Like take another day off and just write this semi good script. Obviously, I have ADHD, so I'm not gonna stick to it. But because I have this idea in my brain on how I want it done, I know what I'm gonna do, how I want it to be. And obviously, I gotta check times, check schedules, because it's gonna be October, so during school. But obviously, this is gonna be. This I'm excited for. Because I've had ideas in the past, but obviously, living in a terrible area in Utah, kind of can't go out with the phone and go, look at me, yeah. And also, what's so scary about an apartment complex except the people you meet? Ugh, apartment people, terrifying. Ugh. Some of the people you meet, you'd be scared too. But, anyways, this movie, I guess you could say, it obviously short film, and movies are different. Same goes for TV shows. But, anyways, obviously this, like I said, ain't gonna be a good movie. Well, it's gonna be a good movie. It's gonna be, but because it's low budget, it's not gonna be up to people's standards or as good as many of these other short films you can find on YouTube, obviously. But I like found footage, and found footage films usually aren't super high budget films because, well, you're using a camera most of the time. If all you really need is if it's a monster found footage, so Exist. If you've seen that Bigfoot movie, thank you. You will know how awesome that movie was. That movie is an amazing Bigfoot found footage film. I absolutely love that film. But with it being 2014 and being, well, a found footage film, from what I heard, it's a lower budget than many other Bigfoot films. But I've seen so many Bigfoot films, and in my time that to know most Bigfoot films aren't that good. But there's another film by it. If you're of a certain age, you know this name very well. And if you're around my age, you most likely won't. But this film is pretty cool. It's called Willow Creek. It's made by a man named Bobcat Goldthwait, or Worth, however you say that last name. But obviously, y'all know who I'm talking about, hopefully. And Willow Creek, obviously, Bigfoot inspired Willow Creek, Bluff Creek area, Patterson Gimlin footage, but it's made almost like this. And it almost looks like it has no budget, but guarantee it had a good budget. Or had a budget. But what I'm trying to do is, I have no budget. I just am working with what I got in the woods. So, if I get the specific time right, so around like 6-ish or so when it starts to get darker, you start to record the certain spooky aspects I want. And also because it's going to be in the fall, I won't have to deal with ticks as bad. Because I'll be running through the woods. But once it's out, I'm still figuring out on a name and all of that. And obviously you won't see the monster in this film. Because, well, working with all of that, and I'm still trying to figure out who. And obviously it's far away, so I'll have everything planned out and all of that. But I also need schedules, so if it's not October, most likely November. But if you can't tell, I'm excited for this film. I'm super excited for this film. Mostly because this is an idea that's never gotten, like, people have always been like, yeah, I want to make a movie and all of that. But they always get discouraged because they don't have a budget. And obviously, you're not going to have a good movie with no budget. But I want to show people that if you're determined and all of that, you can have good scares or have a good idea and turn it into something, mediocre, I'll say. Because who knows, my film's most likely not gonna get me any more subscribers, ain't gonna get me any more views, probably nobody's gonna see it because it's a long video and our attention spans suck now, I guess. Thanks, TikTok. But anyways, enough ranting about that. I think how I want this done and all of that is gonna be perfect. Because some of the scares and all of that, like one scare's so mediocre, it's like, really? But if you think about it, how I'm gonna do the backstory and all of that, how I want the backstory, done and all of that, when it happens, you're gonna, it may not make a Conjuring jump scare where it's like boo type situation, just but when it happens, you're gonna be like, huh, okay, that was weird, kind of creepy. Like, it's gonna get you on the edge of your seat because you're going, okay, is something else gonna happen? And because I obviously got no budget, so can't put in music, and I obviously don't know how to edit either, so I can't put in music either. You're just gonna be like, okay, it's quieter. What's going on? What's going on? And also, so yeah, and also because it's a found footage, I'm good. I don't have to show my face. But there's a scene in particular that I need the pause button for, because I think it's gonna work out. Because what I want to do is do the scene, and obviously I'll have to start doing it quickly, but do that scene right at the time the sun's starting to set, so it's it's super bright, and then when we start to record, it feels like it's a different time, even though it's the same day. And obviously, y'all will. Nobody's gonna see this video, so as or like see all through this video, so I could spoil it all the way, but I won't. But obviously, I wanna make like just one giant. There's a moth. It- okay. Anyways, okay, that's Yuri talking about how I want to do a horror short film and a moth comes in. Perfect. But anyways, um, yeah, this, yeah. What was I trying to say? I got distracted by a dang moth. Spirit, do you under, do you remember what I was trying to say? Anyways, I forget. Oh yeah, what I want to do is record that thing and then start doing a recording where it's one big circle, and then like the main point, like when the gun is used and all of that. But like I said, you won't see it. It's gonna be a part of a jump scare, and Spirit, don't eat the moth. But anyways, it's gonna be used in the jump scare and all of that. That's how that's how I want it done. So, yeah, this is pretty much the goal I'm gonna do. Oh, uh, yeah, and be a, one big circle where it shows where the camera was laying on at the spot. Spirit, was the moth good? Did it taste good? How'd it taste? Okay. Ah, circle of life. And oh jeez, got it too tight now. But yeah, that's what I want to do. Um, is like show, like kind of explain without showing my face or showing like a monster what happened when the thing fell, like why the camera was started, why the video started off with the camera laying in a certain spot. And I think it's gonna be cool because it's almost gonna be like a, I made it, I made it, I made it, and then something happens or whatever, or maybe out of excitement it just fell like that, even though kind of suspicious, but obviously something or whatever's gonna happen and it's gonna be setting like that. You know, never know. And obviously, this is all concept and all that, so it can change. So, what I just said could be completely different to what you actually see. And I'm still thinking of a name for it, but I almost want to say, call it like a walk, like call it the walk, or almost be like wood talk, you know? Okay, wood talk, and obviously be based around the haunted woods that has a clearing and all of that, and obviously you can always hear wild dogs because, well, like I said, I'm gonna be recording in the backyard. There's all in people, disembodied voices of people, because obviously people and all that here, as you may have seen in some of my other videos. Outside, it's noisy. But that can be good because since I have well, no, like music, that ambiance is kind of scary, and not to mention all of the, you know, stories or whatever I'm gonna say in the film is gonna be creepy. It's gonna give it that eerie feeling. So, yeah. Oh, also, I guess if you have made it this far, because I'm gonna end it soon. If you've made it this far, the first video of Cryptid Time will be out sometime tomorrow. I'm gonna do a Cryptid Time tomorrow of the new book. And also, if you've made it this far, as much as I don't like saying this, but we're at 54 subscribers. We're almost halfway there to 60. So if you're not subscribed already and you keep finding yourself coming back to my channel, please subscribe. It's free. I obviously don't get paid for it either. But please subscribe, like the video. If you want to comment, obviously you don't have to do any of these. You can just watch my videos and not subscribe. But please, it benefits me. It gets me out to more people. People who may like my videos. So please subscribe if you keep watching these videos all the way through, or just watching these videos in general. But yeah, like I said, August won't have videos out the first week because gonna be obviously in Utah, or I may have videos out from me in Utah. Never know. But yeah. And then the week after that, once I come back, more like just a week of Cryptid Times or whatever, where I still haven't got that figured out. But tomorrow is one Cryptid Time, and it starts this new book. But obviously, the start isn't until like that week I come back, and then sometime October or November, the film will be out. So that's the futures, or like the plans for the rest of this year for Cryptid Cries. Yeah. I may have films during hunting season of when I have a squirrel, you know. And obviously, depending upon how long it takes or whatever I want to do with the squirrel, if it's like a pretty squirrel or nice big squirrel, I might get it taxidermy because, well, it's a squirrel and squirrels are cool. Like if it's a red squirrel, it'd be cool. Gray squirrels, you know, everybody's seen them, but still, I like gray squirrels. Who knows? Maybe there'd be a video of a gray squirrel taxidermy I get. I don't know. Shoot. The state of Pennsylvania has a $25 bounty on coyotes. So maybe during hunting season, a coyote comes across and I shoot it. There's maybe a video on that. Who knows? But yeah, those are the main plans for this rest of the year. So, like I said, if you've made it this far, please like, subscribe, comment if you want, share with your friends and family too. And yeah, can't wait to see you for the big project, as well as can't wait to figure out what's going on, like what else we're gonna do. So yeah, and to everybody who is already subscribed as well, thank you. Thank you. It, I never saw myself getting 54 subscribers. And like I said, I really never saw myself wanting, like, making these videos. And then, for some reason, so my brain was like, you know what? It'd be nice to make some videos. And then I made some videos, people liked it. Then I had to get rid of them, so this is technically like the second channel, because at first it was called like Lone Wolf Adventures. And there's still people, obviously. I still have subscribers from that channel here, because, well, it's the same account, stuff like that. But only those people know those videos. I obviously uploaded the old vids that I found, but nobody watched them. And you know what? I don't blame them. Because it's a crappy, I'm not taking it seriously enough. I still ain't gonna take this seriously, but I enjoy making these videos. I enjoy the feedback I sometimes receive. Like, I can see a comment from someone who's just passing through the channel, and it brightens up my day. I don't know why. So, yeah. And I love showing off, bits and pieces of my life, and you obviously, with me not knowing editing skills, or not knowing how to edit, I believe that is how it works, you get to see all of the mess ups, you get to see how my brain works. This short film that I have coming up, you won't really get to see that, but you'll get to see what my brain thought of for these. Yeah, for most of this year. So, yeah. I'm excited for this, and I hope y'all are too. But enough jibber jabber. It's late for me. Don't know what time it is for all of y'all. But yeah, big plans coming to this channel. So until next time, I'll see y'all on the next hunt. Bye.